Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mohegan Sun. Coach Reslow here at the AAU New England Fun at the Sun event. Figured we'd start a little early and get a match going for you as we have Extreme National 16s versus the Lakeside 16s here on Court 10, which is going to end up being championship court, is what I've been told. We're in the first set. It's 13-8 Lakeside. And we're going to see if we can find out and make sure everything's working correctly as we go get a ball. So this is the day 3 of the Memorial Day weekend tournament for AAU New England here at Mohegan Sun. They call it the Fun at the Sun. Still waiting on a volleyball. Oh, no, we got it. Number 36. The libero just served to go outside. Swing is good. Almost dug. Kept alive, and a kill for number 18, Mishka Fernandez. 9-13. Extreme has some work to do, but we are in set 1. Plenty of volleyball left to be played as the substitution occurs, and Caitlin Skubia comes in. Shuba, maybe. Coach Reslow here from Resv Systems. Excited to be a part of this event. And certainly one of the first things I say at any event is that I'm going to do my best to get the names correct. Oftentimes it's challenging, but if I butcher your name, I extremely apologize. As Shuba gets another ace, actually probably her first. They won the prior point, and already they've closed the gap to 3, this Extreme team. Another serve by Shuba, helped by the libero. They go outside. The ball's rolled out of bounds. So Anna Wasula, trying to thumb it cross court, is unable to get it done. Ball's outside the antenna, and Shuba continues her service. Goes over to Wasuba. Ball's rolled, dug. Outside shot by, oh, good dig by the libero. Riley continues. Setter goes to the middle. And Bianca Jackson gets the kill on the 2-ball in the middle. Nice job by the setter to run. I'm going to quit commentary for a second, make sure that everything's working correctly. Big swing, use high hands off the block for the kill. (14-13) Lakeside. Extreme Nationals cut the lead by about 4 points. Still in set 1. This is a semifinal. And that ball is served into the net. Service error for Charlotte Cody. Mishka Fernandez, outside hitter for the 16 Nationals, going to tail the line. Tied at 14, takes a rip, goes to position 1, misses just wide. Probably by an inch. Real nice serve, just missed. And the liberos will switch. You'll see Extreme uses 2 liberos, a passing libero and a defensive libero. Rose Sorelli comes in. She's the passing libero. Tough pass from Mishka. Going to be a free ball coming to Lakeside. See what they do with it. Handled well. Setter goes to the 31, and that ball just misses. Ran the 31 nicely. Fortunately, didn't connect. The ball was waffled out of bounds. And now Jackson will serve. Solid pass. They're going to go right side to the lefty. She's dug. Counter coming. Oh, that ball's going to score. A standing swing by Caitlin Shubia, and it gets the job done. That was Evelyn Burke who tried to make the swing, got dug, and then the counter occurred. Jackson's going to serve again. 16-15 extreme, and that ball doesn't clear tape. So Lakeside had the early advantage. They were up about 6 points. And then when Shuba came in to serve, really narrowed the gap, and now we're at deuce. Mishka with the pass. They go right back to her out of the pipe, swing, and unfortunately, a slip by Ava Shu. Had it lined up and just slipped on the floor. And that allowed the attack by Mishka to find the floor. Mishka Fernandez. And I apologize, again, my name's underneath me. Just sort of jumped in here, but excited to be at the New England AAU Regional. Double block is finished off by Siegel. And now a timeout from Lakeside. Their lead has evaporated. And Extreme is on the march. Set one here of the 16 opens. I guess it's the semifinal. Wish I knew a little bit more about each team. I mean, Lakeside, again, came in doing work initially as they retake the floor. Evelyn Burke on the right. Anna Wasula, an outside hitter. As again, I'm trying to learn everybody quickly on the fly. Good pass from Wasula. See where they go. They try to keep it alive. And it is kept alive. But it's a free ball. Ball slowed down. Rallies ensuing outside. And a big swing and finish by Ava Shu. That was a big time shot down the line for the kill. 17-18, Lakeside will serve. Setter for Lakeside is Charlotte Cootie. Pass to go outside, and that ball's not going to clear tape for Elena Goodman. Tough pass, tough set. Everything didn't work out there. And Jennifer Jacobson is the setter for this Extreme team. As the ball doesn't clear tape. 19-18 Extreme. As Caitlin Martini will serve. Decent pass. Cootie goes to the 31, and this time it is true, and the finish by Madison Mullen. Nice finish by Madison. So Fernandez, Sorelli, and Koch in serve receive for Extreme. As the serve comes, going to go right at the libero. Passes a dime, go outside. And Fernandez gets a rip down the line for the kill. Scoreboard flips, 2019. Extreme with a 1-point advantage. Certainly want to get the first set here in a semifinal, always important. Good serve, tough pass. Let's see where Cootie goes. She's going to go to the middle. And a miss hit by the middle, Mullen, excuse me. And a 2-point advantage for Extreme. Sorelli will go over to position 5 for the serve. It was right at 6. Tough pass out of system coming. Free ball, most likely. No, a roll shot. Dug by Fernandez. They run the middle. Jackson tries to get it. Ball did touch the block, so it'll be keep going, and a free ball. Nice free ball. Fernandez digs the little tip, gets a set, block, and finish. So the block held true on Fernandez, who was trying to roll the ball through. Point to Lakeside, back to a 1-point advantage. We played a 25 here. 20-21, libero to serve. She's not on the roster that I have, so it's a little bit of an issue. Free ball coming to Lakeside, so tough serve. Cootie goes outside, and the big swing by, let's see here, Anna Wasua went down the line, used the block, tied at 21. Sophia Jocks, I'm going to say Jocks. She's going to serve. Finally got her name. And I immediately butcher it, which is unfortunately my way, but I'll get there. Hang with me, ladies and gentlemen. Sala rolls to 6, and it gets through. Lakeside has survived the storm and now has a 1-point advantage as Extreme will call a timeout. Both teams have used one timeout in this first set of the semifinal. I feel sort of obligated to introduce myself to all those tuning in. My name is Scott Reslow, Coach Reslow. I have my little company called Reslow Systems where I do broadcasting and I do volleyball content, I guess. I am the former head men's volleyball coach at Johnson & Wales University. I was there for 12 years. I also did some women's volleyball there. And I do club volleyball for South County right now, along with many other things. But I've been really a main broadcaster for Wentworth Institute of Technology for a little bit. Last 3 seasons for the men. And excited to be called up to New England NEAAU to call some matches. Really excited. Fernandez passes a dime. They go back to her. She rolls it through, gets dug, counter coming. I would have called hands on that. But instead, Extreme's going to get the ball anyway as Wasala hits the ball out of bounds. Tied at 22. We do have the live chat open. Feel free to chime in and say hi. 22 all here in the semifinal. Caitlin Scuba to serve. It's a good one. Wasala's going to take a roll shot. She's going for that corner again. Barely misses. That was closer than it looked. So back-to-back roll shots for the outside hitter for Lakeside. Anna Wasala go out of bounds, and now a 1-point advantage for Extreme. Another mean serve. Going to be unattainable to get over the net. This is sort of what happened last time as Scuba came in. And again, I apologize. I hope I'm getting your name right, Caitlin. She came in and did work at the service line. And that closed the gap and led to really a nice situation for this Extreme team. They're up 2, second time out by Lakeside. (24-22) set point for Extreme. And a lot of it coming at the service hand of Caitlin Scuba. I really need to know what her last name is. Someone's got to help me. Scuba? Scuba. Yes, got it. Scuba with the serve. It's another mean one. Going to be a free ball coming over. Let's see if Extreme can get it. No, it's going to finish there. Set 1 to Extreme. (25-22), Extreme wins set 1. And really, Scuba with the arm at the service line caused a lot of discomfort for Lakeside. Lakeside will look to regroup. And really, at the net, it felt like Lakeside had the advantage more often than not. But serve receive became an issue. And Caitlin Scuba came into play. So 25-22, set 1 to Extreme. Take a brief moment here to see if I get some statistics. And if not, we'll see. As this is our first match, we're working out some of the kinks. The hope is to have some some stats for you and some other interesting situations as they occur. But we're going. We're going. Happy to be here at Mohegan Sun. All right, set two. We play best of three here in the semifinal. First two sets to 25. Set three will be to 15 if necessary. Extreme wins one more, they go to the final. Lakeside is going to try to get this second set and force a third set. Extreme will serve first. We got Rose Sorelli to serve. As we find out where everyone's going to stand their positioning, referees are set to go. Sorelli toes the line, back in 6. Going to go after 1. That's another mean serve. Great pass, though. They're going to go right side to Asola. She gets dug. Counter coming. Going to high ball. No, a free ball from Fernandez. Question on the first contact. They figure it out. The block holds true from Fernandez. Oh, no, they're going to say she didn't touch it. 4 contacts. Evelyn Burke took a rip. It was close, but the official felt that the ball did not touch Fernandez's block. 1-0 Extreme. And then a mean serve that clips tape and drops. I had a coach once tell me if you could do that every single time, you would lead the league in aces and win a lot of matches. Sorelli again. And this one causes a lot of discomfort. Jada Laguerre, that was really high on the shoulders for her, and really a tough pass and an ace for Sorelli. 3-0. Sorelli tried to go high on Laguerre again. This time it goes out of bounds, but a good start for Extreme. Looks like Wasula will toe the line. She's going to go attack Fernandez and get an ace of her own. Put it right in the seam on Fernandez's right side. Now Avery Koch is going to move over to the left a little. And now Avery makes the pass. Decent pass. They're going to go right side. Rolled over by Goodman. Counter coming. Pushed to the corner for the winner. That is Lillian Froze. Nice smart play by Froze. Saw the block so no one was in the corner in position 5 and got the kill. We're tied at 3. Goodman's going to take another rip. Doug, a counter coming. Oh, a little confusion. Who's going to take that? Normally you'd want the lib to take it. Dig by Sorelli. Fernandez is going to take a rip and find the floor at 0. Good dig by Sorelli. And then they were able to find Fernandez on the counter, who sort of took something off it on the swing and found the 0 for the kill. And here comes Shuba, who has a mean serve. That one handled well, though. Ball set a little bit outside the antenna, but kept alive. Dig, now free ball coming over. Decent pass, counter coming. They run the middle. The block is held by Jackson. And then the ball set past the antenna. So Froze ran a quick middle. Jackson was all over it, which leads to a 5-3 lead for the Extreme. Shuba again. Another okay pass. And then a huge rip by number 37, Ava Shu. They were testing Jacques, especially on her left side. She battled 2 off, and the second time they got a good ball to shoes for the kill. Froze to serve. Tough pass, maybe a free ball. No, it's a tip over the block by Fernandez that can't be handled. Smart decision by Fernandez. Take that out of system ball, just tip it over the block. 6-4 extreme. Fernandez will now toe the line, see who she's going to go after. Going to continue to test Jacques. That ball's going to be out of system. Solid takes a rip at it anyway. Good dig, counter coming. They run to Jackson in the middle, and that ball is blocked. Is that froze? It was. No, excuse me, it was not froze. It was Madison Mullen. Had some help there by Shoes as well. And then a missed serve, long. And we still have a 2-point advantage, 7-5. Jackson to serve. Sala with the pass, pretty decent. They go outside. And the kill is true by Shoes. When everything is going right, and Cootie is able to get her hands in the center box, they run fast, and Shu and Lasala can do damage. Nice tempo ball with pace. Just can they pass well enough to run that stuff as they get basically a free ball. Going to be a free ball back to Extreme. Let's see what they do with it. They run the middle, tip over, and good. Mackenzie Siegel with the tip to 2. Glances off a player for Lakeside. And Extreme maintains that 2-point advantage as we clock forward. Jacobson with the serve. They run a back one. Jacobson gets the dig. Going into high ball. Free ball coming. Cootie goes outside. Asala gets slowed down. Great dig. And a ball hit out of bounds by Martini. Couple real nice digs from Isabella Gill, who shares time with Sorelli at the libero position. And Jacques is going to toe the line to serve. As the front line of Cootie. Oh, tough pass from Sorelli. It'll just be a free over, kept alive. Cootie's going to set the ball to the pin. Asala goes down the line and misses long. She thinks she has touch. No one has it. Oh, no, the down official jumps in, says there was a touch on the play. And that's that equalizing point that Lakeside's been looking for. We're tied at 8. Jacques for her second time at the service line. Fernandez, great. Well, tougher pass than I thought. Ball's pushed over. And Cootie deposits it on the floor at the net. The ball was sort of hacked away and on the plane of the net. And Cootie just jumped in and put it to the floor. Lakeside's first lead in set 2. They lost the first one 25-22 as Jacques missed her serve in the net. Caitlin Martini to serve. Dead 6, good pass. They go outside to Asala, and she finds the floor before Gill can get underneath the ball. Substitution as Martini will leave, and Avery Koch will come in. Koch, tough pass, could lead to a problem, and it is. Overpass, always dangerous situation, and this time Evelyn Burke said no. Cootie, another tough serve, kept alive by Fernandez. Free ball coming. Oh, really tough free ball. Unfortunate for Jada Legary as that ball dove on her from the free from Fernandez. I mean, technically that goes as a kill for Fernandez. Sorelli. Oh, an ace on the right side of the Evelyn Burke's platform. And actually, they're going to move Burke up now and change their passing situation. Now Cootie's going to be running. Tied at 11. Same spot. Better pass this time. And then a roll over by Lakeside. Oh, tough second touch. Going to be free ball back to Lakeside. Let's see what they do with it. Very good free ball pass. They run the middle. Huge dig from Sorelli. Kept alive. Go outside to Wasala. Dug again by Sorelli. Koch going to take one out of the back row. The rally continues, and that second touch is no good, and Extreme wins the rally. Couple real tough second touches in that rally, and the one for Lakeside at the end there was fatal in that rally. 12-11 Extreme, they have their advantage back. Tough pass going into high ball. Rolled over by Burke, dug by Sorelli. Counter coming. They go outside to Fernandez. Finally gets to uncork one. She goes down the line and scores off a Cootie. Timeout Lakeside. They had, a 1 or 2 point lead for a little bit. That's evaporated once again, and they're down 2 in the set to stay alive. Sorelli has 3 aces already. 13-11. It's Extreme looking to finish the job and move on to the final here at the AAU New England Fun at the Sun event. Memorial Day weekend. Oh, another mean serve dropped right in front. Dropped right in front of Wasala. All she could do was get an arm out. Add a 4th ace to Sorelli. That ball doesn't clear tape, but still 2-point advantage. You have to feel pretty good if you're Extreme. Just keep siding out, and you seem to really be dominating at the service net this match thus far. Wasala will go back to serve. She's going to test Fernandez. Going to be an out-of-system ball. Koch's going to roll it over. Counter coming. And a kill for Shu. She has a real nice job of basically swinging cross court into 5. That's been her ticket thus far. Good pass from Fernandez. Going to be rolled over by Goodman. Kept alive. Looks like a joust at the net. And a joust that Burke will win. Evelyn Burke on the joust. And we're tied at 14. Sorelli, good pass. They go to the outside of Fernandez. She tips it over, and then a sort of a mixed-up play by number 95 froze. And I get it. It was sort of a weird one. Set over, and then it comes off the block, and then not sure whether to play it or not. End up having a bad first touch there. Now Shuba to come in, and she has caused issues, especially in set 1. Shuba's going to get a swing, rolls over, dug by Jacques. Cootie's going to go outside. Huge rip off the block by Shu. Shu can get off the ground, and she's real good. First time I've seen her go line today. Tied at 15 for Lakeside. They needed that one. And now Shu will serve. Nope, actually it's not Shu. That's number 95. My apologies. That's Rose. Rose will serve. Or Frost. Oh, and Shuba cannot handle that serve by Frost. 16-15 Lakeside. They have the advantage. As Frost serves. Gonna go deep and out of bounds. Tied at 16. Fernandez back to serve. This Extreme Team 1, set 1, 25-23. The real story of the match has been Lakeside's struggle with serve receive. And the real serving prowess of this Extreme team. Good dig by Shuba. Kept alive, get it again. Now they're going to go outside, rolled over the top, and finds the floor by Martini. One of those killing with kindness shots. Big top roll in. 1 point advantage as they march slowly to the money round. The 20s. Good pass that time, but no, sort of miscommunication on the offense. Still a free ball back to Lakeside. See what they do. They go right side, big rip. Block holds though by Martini, and it falls. It was a one-on-one with Burke and Martini. Burke really just found Martini's hands off a huge swing. The ball bounced really high up in the air, probably 10 feet, maybe 15, and then dropped right on the court for Lakeside. So trouble has come for Lakeside. Two-point advantage for Extreme is solid. And really, their issue is serve receive and that first contact. (18-16) Extreme. Fernandez back at the service. See if she tests Jocks here. She does. She goes back to Jocks. Tough first contact. Cootie keeps it alive. Just a desperation pushover by the middle. Now Shuba's going to rip down the line from the back row. Dug by Jacques. And a huge block, but kept alive. Rally continues. Martini's going to roll. Dig by Jacques going outside. And that's going to be a winner for Shu. Can't give Shu that many opportunities to get a big rip. Cross court through the block, off the defender. Down one, and Burke is going to serve for Lakeside. Stream would love to side out right here. Shuba passes a decent ball to go to the left of Martini, but the block holds true. Deuce game, tied at 18. Good pass by Sorelli. They're going to run the middle shot to Jake. Excuse me, that was Jackson. And Jackson split the block and found the floor in 5. They run sort of a delayed quick with her. It's more of a 2. She was able to go right through the blocker's arms and get the kill. And now she'll serve. Jackson. Oh, looked like nobody was there for a second. 2 people attack the ball at the same time. Burke and Shu, and a hitting error. Extreme is first to 20. 5 more points and they advance to the final. Jackson's second serve. Doesn't clear tape. She was trying to go after Marsala. Didn't have the right height on the serve. In comes Jada Laguerre to serve and play defense. Let's see where she's going to want to go after. I would go to Shuba in 5 just to hold the middle. Nope, going to go dead 6. Tough serve, though. Free ball coming. Actually, Martini's just going to tip over the block. And a huge hood by Madison Mullen. Mullen was all over that. Tied at 20. Lakeside. This time Fernandez passes a dime, set over top by Jacobson. Now a roll by Wasala to get the kill. So back-to-back points. Good feelings are mildly gone for Extreme. It's 21-20 Lakeside. They're going to let it ride here. Need a side out. Don't want to let this go too long. Fernandez, tough pass. She's going to get it back. Rolls over. Dug by Jacques. Counter coming. Masala's going to get a rip. Sorelli gets the dig. Free ball to Lakeside. Counter in the middle. Mullen dug by Sorelli. 2 big digs by Sorelli. Free ball again coming over. Jacques corrals it. Mullen gets it again. Another dig by Sorelli. It's 3 in there. Set over. Burke has it. Counter. Sala's going to get a rip and gets the kill off of Fernandez' platform. 2-point advantage, 22-20, timeout, Extreme. Things were in good shape, but couldn't find a side out for Extreme these last 2 points. And Lakeside has put it together for a couple, getting the job done. And it really does come down to that situation where if Lakeside can control the first touch, their pins are able to score and score well. For Extreme, if you can pass the ball decently, and actually for most of this match, the first set especially, most of the second set, they've passed pretty well. They've sort of gotten themselves in trouble here. Need to have it if they want to finish out set 2 and go to the final, or if not, they're going to set 3. There's a decent pass from Fernandez to go outside to Martini, and she doesn't clear tape. 23-20 Lakeside, 2 more, and we're going to set 3. Fernandez, tough pass. That's going to lead to a 4 contacts. And just like that, set point for Lakeside, 24-20. Jada Laguerre came in and just started serving bullets. Shuba with a very good pass. They run the middle. Block is true for Mullen. Now Martini's going to tip over the block. Cody would not let her. Now free ball to Lakeside. Controlled by Jacques. Counter coming. They run the middle. Mullen finds the floor. Ooh. Have that ball out of bounds. Looked pretty in to me. Well, sometimes I don't see well either. But a desperate sight I needed for Extreme. Jacobson to serve. Going to test Jacques. Jacques passes another dime outside. And the block does not get it done. And we're going to set 3. Wasala saw a double. Somehow squeezed it through. And there'll be a set 3 between this Extreme team and Lakeside team to see who goes to the finals of this 16s AAU New England event here at Mohegan Sun. Good match thus far. Again, I want to welcome everybody to the Reslow Systems broadcast of AAU New England here at Mohegan Sun. My name is Scott Reslow, Coach Reslow, as most people call me. And I want to welcome you to the broadcast, to the channel. And again, former head men's volleyball coach at Johnson & Wales University, was there for 12 years. And I'm a broadcaster for Wentworth Institute of Technology for the men's volleyball side. And I do some other broadcasting for NFHS as well. And again, super excited to be here at Mohegan Sun with New England AAU. Extreme takes the floor. They huddle up. 15 points to the final. Lakeside follows suit. Okay, so set 3, the lineup will include for Extreme Jacobson, Fernandez, Jackson, Shuba, Siegel, and Koch. That's who'll start on the floor, and Sorelli will be the first libero. Meanwhile, for Lakeside, Cootie, Burke, Wasala, Frost, Mullen, and Shu. Jacques will be the libero. First serve will go to Lakeside, and Cootie will start us off in this third set. Sorelli passes a dime. Go to the middle to Jackson. Block is held up, but we're going to continue playing. Jacques frees it over. A good touch by Koch to go outside. Fernandez stopped by Burke. Tough second contact, but the official's going to let him play. Jacobson runs the middle to Jackson, and again the block holds. Free ball coming. Jacques has it. They go middle. Push 2-5 is the winner for Frost. 1-0. Very fun, tough rally to start off set 3. Playing to 15 points here. Winner goes to the final. Cootie to serve again. Good pass by Shuba. They go outside with Fernandez. She hits it long. 2-0 Lakeside. Cootie again. Sorelli, tougher pass this time. Shuba's going to have to hit it out of the back row. Dug by Jacques. They go outside. Rolled. Dug by Fernandez. Going to go to the middle to Jackson, and she scores. Pulled a cross body to position 2. Nobody there. Nice shot by Jackson. Fernandez back to serve. Takes a decent rip and gets an ace. Went to Jacques' left. And it dove between Jacques and Legary. Tied at 2. Gonna race to 15 with the finals on the line. Fernandez. Legary, tough pass. Gonna be a high ball to Wasala, who buries it in the middle of the net. There was sort of a miscommunication on who was going to set that ball. Burke stepped in and set it high. Wasala was unable to clear tape. Fernandez, jump float. Gary, tough pass again, going into high ball. Wasala's just going to roll it over. Tough first contact. Fernandez is going to get it back. She's going to take a rip out of the back row. Sala down, dug by Gill. We got ourselves an old-fashioned rally here. Good stuff everywhere. Wasala's going to take a final rip. Almost kept alive by Gill, but Wasala will be victorious on that play. We're tied at 3. This Lakeside team uses their pins very well. Oh, Sorelli gets eaten up by Wasala's serve to her left. 4-3 Lakeside. Serve came on the left side. Tough one. It was tailing into position 5 deep. Another defensive pass by Sorelli. Free ball over by Jackson. Counter coming. They go outside. Miscommunication by Shu, but she rolls it over. Dig by Martinelli. And the block on Jackson by Frost is true. Martini had a good rip at it. But in the end, as they went to Jackson, the block held. Sala serves out of bounds. 5-4 Lakeside still with Jackson going to toe the line. Jackson's been pretty good this match. Service line as well. Goes to Jacques left. Burke's going to get a rip. Dig by Jackson. Fernandez out of the back row. Dug by Jacques, but it's an overpass. Kept alive by Lakeside. And the kill by Frost. Extreme had an opportunity as the overpass overpass by Siegel. Had a chance to get a kill on it, Siegel did. Free ball coming off a really tough serve. Counter. Great touch by Sorelli, but no one else can get on it as Shu gets another kill. Now a 3-point advantage, 7-4. No timeout, though. Down 3, you might want to, but we'll keep going. Good pass from Fernandez. They go outside. Block holds. Going to be a counterattack. Shu's going to get a rip. She goes down the line and misses long. So Extreme hanging on, down 2. Really needed that side out. It's Jacobson with the serve. Good pass. Go outside to Shu, and Shu finds the floor. It almost felt like that ball was going to be outside the antenna, but Shu adaptly kept it in and snapped it to position 1. 3-point advantage maintains for Lakeside as Burke toes the line to serve. Going after Sorelli. Good pass by Sorelli. Go right side. And the kill is good by Martini. Use the block. Hit it out of bounds. High hands expand. Some people call it tooling. Some people call it chopping off the block. And Martini will serve. Ball feels out. Kept in. Now free ball coming to Extreme. Gil corrals it. They go to the middle to Siegel. Gil keeps it alive, but it looks like it'll fall out of bounds. Point to Lakeside. Koch and Martini will sub. 9-6 Lakeside, 3-point advantage, and in comes Legary to serve. Gary goes short and gets the ace. Really a smart spot for Legary, right in position 1 as the middle was starting to make their move. Siegel was trying to come in right in front of Koch. No one had it. Ace for Lakeside. 4-point advantage, timeout, Extreme. They need to put some points together and in a hurry. (10-6) in a race to 15. Lakeside has a 4-point advantage, and they're serving. Legary has the ball. Passes for Extreme, Fernandez, Sorelli, and Koch. They need to pass a dime here, and they need to side out quickly. Decent pass from Sorelli. They go outside to Fernandez, and she gets the kill. It's a polite kill, but it gets the job done. It was almost a miss hit that found the tape and just rolled over, but boy, did Extreme need it. And now Sorelli will serve. Got to be a mean one here. Oh, and it is. Oh, but kept alive beautifully. It swings coming from Milan, and it finds the floor. Oh, my goodness. An amazing play. I believe that was Cootie to keep it alive. It allowed for a swing and a kill. 11-7. Jacques will serve. Unfortunate event for Extreme as the serve was really nice by Sorelli. She passes a decent ball here. Going to be Koch with the back row attack. And Frost is going to get the block. 12-7. Lakeside looking to finish this one off after looking shaky all match. Set one was tough. Set two, they had to really dig deep to get the victory. And now in set three, they are making play after play and have a possible date in the finals in view. Both timeouts used by Extreme. They have no more. Lakeside has the ball. Jacques is going to serve. Sorelli passes a very good ball. They go outside to Fernandez. I don't know if the ball touched the blocker, but they're going to continue to play. Jackson frees it over. Cootie goes outside to Wasala, and she goes off hands and gets the kill. It wasn't a big touch, but it was a touch. 13-7 Lakeside. 2 more to go. Extreme needs to side out desperately now. Jacques serving out of the 6. Doesn't clear tape, so there is hope. But a lot of good things have to happen. Shuba's going to come in. Boy, now would be a great time for Shuba to go on a run like she did in set 1. See who she targets. She's going after Legary. Passes a pretty good ball. They go to Wasala. And off the hands for the kill. Match point for Lakeside. So Lakeside ultimately was able to clean up their serve receive. Jacques had a lot to do with that. Came in and started passing the ball very well. And that allowed the offense to run with Shu and Wasala to get kills. Cootie. Decent pass, and Jackson scores again as she's done all match. That push to 2 has been deadly for Jackson, but there is a lot of work to do for Fernandez and Extreme if they want to tie this one up and go to extra frames. It all starts with 1, though, and here's Fernandez. A decent enough pass. Going to lead to a free ball, though, which is exactly what you want. Played by Jackson, kept alive by Jacobson. Jackson's going to have to play it at the net, and she gets the kill. Unorthodox, but just how they drew it up. Side out for Extreme. We're pushing 4. Fernandez back at the service line. Got to think you want to go after Wasala here. Jacques has proven not to be the person to serve. Go with her anyway. She passes a decent ball. They go outside. Burke's going to take a rip. Dug by Gill. Counter coming. Go to Martini. Martini gets blocked by Frost, and that is it. Lakeside advances to the final. 15-10. Very nice effort and play by Extreme. They were able to hang and bang for most of it and really had opportunities in set 2 to finish it off and go. And in the end, Lakeside was able to clean up their serve receive, run their offense, get the ball to the pins, and cause some damage. And that's going to thrust them to the final. So Lakeside advances to the final, to the 16 final. 25-23, they lost, 25-22, they lost set one, and then they won set two, I believe 25-20, and then 15-10 to move on. Thank you all for listening to the first broadcast here of New England AAU Fun at the Sun here at Mohegan Sun. I am Coach Reslow. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. I'm going to step away for a moment as we're getting ready for the next final to occur, and I'll be back momentarily as we get started with this next final, which it looks to feature, I can't really tell you. Let me see. We get all the information for you, but I'll be back momentarily for the final. I believe this is 17's final. I'll let you know in a second, everybody. Thanks for being with me. See you in a bit. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mohegan Sun here on court 10. It is championship court. We have the 17s final. My name is Scott Reslow, Coach Reslow from Resv Systems. We have Dynamo versus LVC. The 17 final should be exciting. Best of three, first two sets to 25, second set to 15. Quickly, a little bit about myself. Coach Reslow was the head men's volleyball coach at Johnson Wales University for 12 years. I worked with NCSA for a year and do club volleyball for South County. And I'm a broadcaster for Wentworth Institute of Technology, amongst other places as well. I've worked for FHS in the high school ranks too. So I'm excited to be here. We got our first final of the day, at least that I've been a part of. Again, Dynamo 17s versus LVC 17s. This should be a good one. Both teams take the floor, and I'm going to learn everyone's name really, really quickly. So let's see here. We got Healy, Petroselli, Bruner, Vincaro, and Bolduc for Dynamo. The libero is going to be number 2, Maya Schneider. And then cross court, we have Ernest, let's see, Kincaid, Silliman, Jaworski, and others. And we're going to start off with Ernest with a block to get the kill. The libero for LVC is number 20. It's like Caitlin Dickinson. Oh, actually, it might be Catherine Barletta. And the serve will start off with Sala. Decent pass. They're going to go right side. The rip, slow down, but doesn't matter. Kill off Jaworski. I believe that was Healy with the. Actually, but there's a number 4 here that I don't know, so I'll have to find that person for you. Meanwhile, Schneider to serve. Ball's passed pretty well. They go back one to Jaworski. The block. Actually, no, it keeps going. It isn't Jaworski. She actually plays the next ball. Overpass and a kill for Bolduc. So that was Kincaid on the swing, as I'm learning everybody. Tough serve, decent pass. Actually going to be a tough ball. Kept alive. Free ball. Actually, is that 4? Maybe not. Leads to a swing from. Goodness gracious. From Sala. We're tied at 2 as I'm getting my feet. Goodness gracious. Decent pass. They go middle. Kept alive by Jaworski. Going set over. And a call. Not sure what the call was there. As Montgomery will come in to serve. And Caro to leave. Good pass to go outside. Ernest off the block. Gets the kill. So Reagan Ernest, decent swing, used the block there, got the kill, tied at 3. LVC has the serve. Nice serve. Going to be an overpass, and Ernest is going to put the ball dead center of the floor, leaving a divot. 4-3 LVC. Silliman is serving. That one doesn't clear tape. So Montgomery, oh no, excuse me, it's going to be number 5, Bolduc. Bolduc to serve. Going to have a delay. Ball came into play. Baldock goes up to Jaworski. Jaworski fights it off. She's going to get a swing herself. Block holds. And block holds again. Some of the fans were hoping for a 4 call because it didn't look like the ball hit the block. But the second time it was gotten, I believe that might have been Petroselli with the block. Right side to Ennis. Ennis gets absolutely hooded by Petroselli. Huge block by the middle. As Petroselli and Healy close the door by Ennis. Baldock to serve. She's going to go after the 5 zone, and that overtakes Sala. That looked very uncomfortable for Sala. (7-4) Dynamo. They run the middle, and the middle gets the job done. Number 8, Landversikt. Again, I'm trying to learn all the names on the fly, doing the best I can. If I butcher your name, I deeply apologize, but I will work to get it right. Meanwhile, Ennis is going to serve, getting a big launch pad here. Jump float, and gets an ace. Baldock was served low and to the right of her, right down position 1. Now they're going to make a sub and bring in McGonigal to help with the serve receive. Ennis back to serve. This time he's going to tack 6. Decent pass to go outside. Ball is ripped by Healy and not playable. Nice shot by Healy. Great pass by Montgomery. Petroselli back to serve. Passers Ennis, and I believe that's Barletta. Actually going to go away from Barletta. Back 1, Doug, counter coming, but no one has the second touch. Decent dig by Montgomery, but no one had the second ball off the back 1. Landversikt has that back 1 shot that finished. She's going to leave, and in comes Kincaid in the middle. Barletta to serve. Tough pass going into high ball. Free ball coming. See what LVC does with it. They run the 31. Kept alive, but Healy can't make the second touch. Like the 31 by number 15, Kincaid. We're tied at 8. Barletta to serve for LVC. Front line of Jaworski. Oh, and that ball's served in the middle of the net. Malone back to serve. Wasn't able to figure her out because she's wearing number 4, and on the roster says she's number 8. As Jaworski hits that ball long. 10-8 Dynamo. Malone will toe the line again. 10-8. Brings it all the way across. They're going to run 31 again. Kept alive. Healy might have cleared it. It does. Front 1 blocked. LVC's going to get an overpass. And the block held true, and the second touch no good. So Walston was able to get her hands through the net on the overpass, stop the attack strike, and then the second touch led out of bounds. Dickerson in to serve for LVC. Tess McGonigal, decent pass to go right side to Healy. Healy tips over the block, kept alive by the libero. Going to be a free ball over. McGonigal has it. Outside ball to Healy. Healy goes over the block and scores. Healy just flew over and got the kill. Nice defensive plays on McGonigal as she leaves, and in comes Baldock. Healy to serve. Going to test the libero and goes long. Dynamo seems to want to go after Barletta, the libero, as Walston leaves, and in comes number 3, Sala. So the setters for both groups, Salomon is the setter for LBC, I believe. Actually, they sort of run a 6-2, it looks like. Tough pass from Healy coming in. Baldock takes a rip. Doug, counter coming. Kept alive, but I don't think it's going to clear. Yep, 4 hits. Yeah, so LBC's running a 6-2 with Dickerson and Solomon. Healy, another tough pass. Healy rips it over. They're going to call bad hands on Ballone. Meanwhile, Dynamo's running a 5-1 with Ballone. Tough call there, but understandable. LBC is the 1 point advantage, 12-11. Solid to serve. Better pass from Healy. They go outside. Tough set. Block holds, but it's going to be a free ball. Go outside. The dig is good. They go right side. No, they go outside. Ball freed over. Good slow down on the block. The rally continues. Then the ball's hit out of bound by Ennis. Tied at 12. Set 1. Schneider back to serve. Back 1 set and politely finished by Kincaid. Dickerson found Kincaid with a back 1 and sort of a step behind Kincaid, and she just rolled it to position 1 for the kill. In comes Landversek, this her lib. And Kincaid with the serve. Tough serve. Beats up Healy to the right. Point to LBC. Healy's having a tough time with the passing. They've actually moved her out of it. It'll be Schneider stepping in for her. Schneider passes a decent ball. They go outside. The ball doesn't really get where it needs to go, but the split in the block is good. And the kill for Baldock holds. 14-13, Dynamo down 1. Montgomery comes in. And Pincaro leaves. See who she goes after. She's going to test number 3, Sala. Dug by Schneider on the right side attack. Tip over the block and then sort of batted down by Lambersect. We've all been there as middles. Try to make a block. Come on down. Just turn around. The ball's on top of you. Just unlucky. Tied at 14. Montgomery to serve. Going after Sala again. Tough pass. Might have been 4 touches there. Nothing by the official. They run the middle and the huge block by Ennis. And now the coach is going to send Healy over to the official. They absolutely feel like there was 4 touches there. Huge block by Ennis. Healy doesn't get much out of the official. It is what it is. And Davis will go back to serve. Oh, no, we're going to continue to talk about it. I thought that was sort of the end of the conversation. And they're reversing the call. I mean, watching the Watching the reaction by LVC, it did feel like there was maybe an extra touch in there. Nobody had it, but the call has been changed. 15-14 Dynamo, now 16-14 Dynamo with the ace from Montgomery. Montgomery right went to the seam between Ennis and Gala. Montgomery for her third service. This time Arletta steps in. We go to Ennis, tip over the block. And again, we got a kill for Ennis. That one was sort of a plate situation where the libero from Dynamo tried to bring it back in and just mishit it. That was Petroselli, mishit it. Davis to serve for LVC. Tess Healy, decent pass. They go back to Healy way in the back row. Dug by Ennis. Looks like it's coming back to Ennis. She goes inside, tip over the block. Dug by Balone. High ball coming. Balduck gets a rip. Dug by Belletta. Now out of the back row for Sala. And then Ennis finishes the block as the second touch was really getting close to the net and the top of the net. And Balone versus Ennis. Ennis is going to win that the majority of the time. Davis to serve. Tess Healy, best pass Healy's had. They run back one, but it's sort of a miscommunication for Baldock and the block from Ennis. Ennis had 3 blocks here, maybe 4. (17-16) LVC. Both teams looking to get advantage in set 1. Hasn't been easy to come by. Healy fights off another pass. They go outside to Baldock. She gets dug by Ennis. Counter coming. They run the middle. No one's there. Free ball over. See what Dynamo does with it. They run the middle. Ennis blocks it. Outside. Baldock takes a rip. Dug from out of nowhere. Rally continues. Oh, no, they're going to call a net violation on number 8, Shea Landversect. Ennis is a force at that net. My goodness, she is blocking everywhere. I wouldn't go near her. I would keep setting the pin. Don't run the middle. And now that she's over on the other side of the court, set the right side. Tied at 17. Good serve by McGonigal. They go right side to Ennis. Ennis going to take a rip. The block holds and gets the kill. Block point for Petroselli and Healy. 18-17 Dynamo. McGonigal again and ends up hitting Sala. Sala backed up. Then there was nowhere to go and just basically hit her. I think she knew that it was going out of bounds. Just an unfortunate play for Sala. Sometimes these things happen. Timeout LVC. Dynamo up 2. Statistically, I got some stuff for you all. Reagan Enist has 2 kills, 1 ace, 3 blocks. Landversect's got 3 kills. Meanwhile, for Dynamo, Bullock's got 3 kills. Healy's got 3. Healy's got 2 blocks and 2 kills. And 2 blocks for Petroselli. Real brief statistical break there for you. 19-17 Dynamo. Montgomery with the serve. Oh, goes after Sala again, and it's the perfect serve because it's right in line where the middle is. Sala has the middle moving in front of her as the ball's dropping. A very good serve by Montgomery. McGonigal. 20-17 Dynamo. See if she puts it there again. Oh, she goes somewhere else. Ennis, decent pass to go outside to Jaworski. The block holds. Counter coming. Ennis not going to get a rip. Tip over the block. And she finds the floor as 2 players dive for the ball, Schneider and Balone. Good run by McGonigal. Now Dynamo needs a quick side out with Ennis serving. Ennis has a real nice jump floater. Didn't need to say top there. Goes down the line. They're gonna go decent, fights it off. Healy's gonna roll. The live. Jaworski's gonna take a rip and get her kill. That's Jaworski's first kill. Cross court to 2. 19-20. LVC on the door. Knocking on the door. As Ennis will serve. Montgomery, tough pass. Going to be a high ball for Healy just to keep it in play. She rolls. Another big dig from the outside hitter, and then a back row attack that finds the line. Walston with back-to-back roll digs. And then Ennis with a back row attack that finds the line. We're tied at 20. Timeout Dynamo. So we're tied at 20. Both teams have made some serious runs and have fought off some deficits. Serve receive, always crucial. Right now, McGonigal, Schneider, and Montgomery are having to deal with the jump float, a mean jump float from Ennis. And here it comes again, and an ace for Ennis. Right between Schneider and Montgomery. Now they're going to pull Montgomery out and have McGonigal, Schneider, and Healy. 21-20 LVC. Ennis to serve again. And goes short and gets the ace this time to 4. What a smart serve by Ennis. As soon as Healy pulled back, dropped it in 4. Feels like Dynamo is in trouble. They need to have a good pass here to side out. And another ace, so 3 aces. That one went high on McGonigal. Probably should have used her hands, but I mean, that ball is coming at you from a weird spot as Ennis is really disguising her shots well on the service line. High ball going to Healy. They need to side out. Dig by Ennis. Going counter. Jaworski's going to get a rip and uses the block of Petroselli. Side out and set point for Dynamo. Timeout Dynamo. Probably needed that timeout a point or two earlier. But I understand how you feel there. Just like, hey, we can pass well enough to get this. We can pass well enough to get this. So really the story here, back and forth, good play between two really good clubs. And then the serving from Reagan Enist took over. 3 aces at the end here. See if she can finish it off. Schneider battles, puts a decent ball up. Healy's going to get a decent rip, but the ball sits outside the antenna, so it's a roll. Counter. Enist out of the back row. And the block holds. Petroselli. And now Petroselli will serve. They're pushing 3 here to tie and push into extra frames. Petroselli going to test Ennis, but no, Barletta jumps in the way, and that leads to a back one that has been successful thus far. And Lambersack secures the LVC set 1 win, 25-21. So Dynamo pushed LVC, had opportunities, and in the end, the serving of Reagan Enist and the breakdown of serve receive leads to LVC getting the 1-0 victory thus far in the best of 3. So both teams will huddle up, look to regroup, see if Dynamo can get set 2 and push us to a deciding set 3. Meanwhile, LVC be looking to finish this one off. I'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. We're about to start set 2. Dynamo lost set 1, 25-21. And on the floor, we have Healy, Balone, Vincaro, Petroselli, and Baldock. Schneider will serve. Going after Barletta. And Enos just goes over the top. Great set by Silliman. One nothing LVC. Dynamo's got to fight for their life here. Don't want to let this one get out of control too early as Kincaid serves. Nice pass from Healy. They go outside. Baldock rips and scores right through the seam of the block. Great shot by Baldock. In comes Montgomery. Out goes Pincaro. Serve. Barletta wrangles it. They go middle. That ball's long by Landversect. I was unsure whether they were trying to run a front one there or sort of like a push one, but high ball coming to Ennis. She's going to take a rip and goes down the line and use the block of Balone to get the kill. So 2 fast kills for Ennis, who played a huge role in set 1 at the service line at the end of the set. Tied it 2. And Silliman back to serve. Schneider. Falls in the ceiling, kept alive by Healy. And Petroselli is unable to get the ball over. The serving pressure from LVC has been tough. And just as I say that, Salomon hits it out of bounds. Silliman hits it out of bounds. Well, that's how it goes. Excuse me. In comes McGonigal. Out goes Baldock for Dynamo. McGonigal had a late service run as well in this first set. Final. We're in set 2. We're tied at 3. Oh, good serve. Dworsky's going to get a rip and just uses the block of Petroselli. It's a very good serve by McGonigal. Kind of ate up the passer. But basically, LVC was able to fight it off and get a good setup. Meanwhile, Ennis misses long. Tried to go deep 6, missed by about 3 feet. Petroselli will serve. Tied at 4. They go outside. Set over by Walston. Dig by Haley. They're going to call bad hands on Silliman. Ball really shot on Silliman. Walston tried to set it over, but the call on the hands was made. Ennis down the back row. Dig by Petroselli. High ball coming to Healy. All she can do is set it over. Big dig by Barletta. Rally continues. Healy's going to get a full rip. Jaworski slows it down. See if they go back to her. They do. Now she's just going to have to push it over. Dig by Silliman. High ball to Walston. Gets a decent swing. Counter continues. Healy just goes down the line, takes Silliman out of it. Back row Ennis. Petroselli, big dig, set over by Balone. Walston was waiting for it. Now Jaworski's going to get a rip and air mails it wide. Good rally by Dynamo. And they're up 2. Petroselli goes after Ennis. They run the back one, and it's once again successful for Landversicht. That back one has been brutal. Landversicht has done a nice job with it. Barletta to serve. Good pass from McGonigal. They go outside to Healy. Healy takes a rip and huge dig by Barletta. And bad hands called by Silliman. Silliman having a little bit of a tough time with it, getting her hands there. And in comes Reagan Pippin. Reagan Pippin come in to serve. Well, I believe that's Montgomery. And a test Barletta. She's up to it. They run the 31 and a huge swing by Kincaid on the 31 to get the kill. So it looks like Pippin has hands here. They've taken Ballone out of the game. And Healy gets east. Oh my. Ball high into the right. Good serve by Dickerson. So both teams have replaced setters. Dynamo's going to push up Healy, get her out of the serve receive. Dickerson to serve. Schneider. That also goes out of bounds. Back-to-back aces for Dickerson. Both times to the right off the platform. It's a deceptive serve. It doesn't feel like it's coming in too hot, but it does have some movement on it. Let's see where she goes again. Same spot. This time Schneider passes the dime. Pippin runs the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Although they're going to call a net. Bruner got the kill due to a net violation. Going to call it on Kincaid, I think. Healy's going to toe the line to serve. It's tied at 8, set 2. Good pass from Barletta. They run the middle. Kincaid politely tips it over the top. And Pippin wasn't ready for that one. And I know how that feels. You get locked in because you think a bomb's coming, and then the roll shot happens, and you're trying to get your momentum going forward. Always challenging. Solid a server LVC. Oh, it's a mean one. Kept alive by Pippin off a tough pass from Healy. And that ball is hit out of bounds by Sala. Took a nice rip off a free ball and just airmailed it wide. Schneider to serve. Ennis with a tough pass. Going to be a high ball to her. She's going to take a rip, but the block is going to hold true. Petroselli gets another block. Ten serving 9. Dynamo with a 1-point advantage. Love that serve. Eats up Barletta. Going to be a high ball again to Ennis, but she's going to use the block of Bruner. No, excuse me. That was Pincaro. Going to use the block of Pincaro. So Ennis gets them out of jail. We're tied at 10. And Kincaid to serve. Going to serve right from 6 over the top. Healy, great pass. They go outside. Ball gets slowed down. Going to get it back. Ball way outside the antenna, but kept alive by Pincaro. And now a net violation against LVC. I can't tell what number it is. But a point on the less as Dynamo fights to stay in. Out comes Pepin, out comes Pincaro, in comes Ballone, and in comes Montgomery. So Dynamo going right into the 6-2 from here on, it seems. Arletta, tough pass. Over the top by Ennis, my goodness. The block was set and she just went right over the top and placed it behind him. Tied at 11. LVC looking to win this set and win the championship of the tournament. Dynamo looking to win this set and force a set 3. Malone outside the ball duck, and the block by Ennis is too good. LVC smart here. They've basically moved Ennis over to the left side because there's nothing coming on the right. Run the middle, miss hit, but kept alive. Free ball coming to Dynamo. Let's see where they go. Has to go to the left. Ennis is over there, and Bolduc missed because she did not want to find Ennis. And this is the biggest problem for this situation for Dynamo. They have no right side attacker. So it's either the middle or nothing, middle or outside. That's it. And that's easy to figure out. Malone takes a rip. Now Ennis is going to get a shot, and she terminates pretty hard. That ball was struck very, very well. Timeout Dynamo. 14-11 LVC. They're looking to finish strong this championship match. Some statistics. Ennis has 9 kills in this match. 3 aces, 4 blocks. Jaworski's got 2 kills. Kincaid's got 4. Landversek's got 4. Meanwhile, for Dynamo, Bolduc's got 4. Healy's got 2. And Pincaro's got 1. McGonagall's got 2 aces, and Petrucelli's got 3 blocks. So 14-11. Davis at the service line for LVC. Dynamo needs to side out, and Davis is going to let them off the hook. That ball's long by about 3 inches, 4 inches. In comes McGonagall. They need her to go on a service run like they did in the middle of set 1. Gotta do everything you can not to let Ennis get the ball here. They're gonna serve her, make her work. Decent pass to go outside to Jaworski, and Jaworski buries in the middle of the net. So a good plan there. Anytime the ball's not set to Ennis, you gotta feel pretty good if you're Dynamo. Ennis has just been too good thus far. See where McGonagall goes. This time goes away and long. I think you stick going to Ennis. Keep serving her. And now they have to side out right away. Ennis is at the service line. Her jump float has been a pain in the butt to pass. Not this time, though. A very good pass, and unfortunately, a ball rolls onto court. Oh, my goodness. Montgomery passed a dime off a very tough serve, and the ball rolled on the court. We replay. Jump float from Ennis. Another dime from Montgomery. They go right side. Dug by Ennis. Jaworski's going to take a rip. Dug by McGonagall. Free ball coming over to LVC. A nice one, but kept alive by Ennis to go to the middle. And the ball set over the head of Landversek. Suleiman had her. I like that they had Dynamo had Petrucelli hit on the right there for 1. It was a nice swing. And now Petrucelli will serve. They're down 1. They're going to test Barlotta. Decent, run back one. Finally slowed that one down. Healy's going to roll over. Oh, it barely gets through. Huge dig from Montgomery. Kept alive again. Dynamo working. Balone gets a swing, but dug by Barletta. Now a dig from Montgomery. They're going outside. And the ball tipped out of bounds by Healy. So really good defensive plays from McGonigal and Montgomery to give Dynamo a shot. And in the end, a hitting error gives the point to LBC. Dynamo just has to work so hard to get a good ball to rip at, as this LBC team is just a lot of pressure from the service line and the blocking area. Good rip by Healy, dug by Barletta well. Barletta keeps another ball alive. Ennis out of the back row, and that ball's bounced. Absolutely tattooed, almost took my camera. Thankfully, I was saved by my trusty assistant, Hudson Green. I was in danger. That's how hard that ball was snapped. 17-14, three-point advantage for LBC. Overpass by Montgomery. And Kincaid will put that to position 2 for the kill, 17-14. Dynamo needs a side out desperately now. Down 4. Barletta, tough pass. Going to be a high ball to Healy. Healy's going to just roll it. Dug by Barletta, who's been everywhere. Schneider with a dig off the outside attack. Now Healy's going to get a chance to actually rip one and gets the kill. I don't think Healy's going to be able to really roll or tip anymore. She's just got to bring heat. Super hard to when you're out of system a lot. Balone back to serve. We're going to have a replay as the ball came on the floor. Balone. Ennis with a decent pass. They go right side to Jaworski and goes wide. Oh, but they're calling touch off the block. Jaworski will come out. Dickerson will come in. Davis will come in. And Silliman will come out. So both teams, well, it appears Dynamo is going back to the 5-1. They haven't run the 6-2 yet. They haven't gone back to it since they did it in the middle of the set. Meanwhile, LBC has continued to run the 6-2 as Dickerson will serve. Schneider passes a good ball. They go right side to Healy. Healy brings heat and scores. I would set Healy from everywhere right now and just tell her to bring the heat. Dynamo down 6. Need a big dig here. Barletta gets a little confused by the Healy serve, and Healy gets the ace. Pushing 2 for Dynamo. Remember, folks, they got to have this set to push a deciding third as LBC won the first one. Timeout, LBC. Ennis has 10 kills, may even be more. 4 blocks, 3 aces. He's just been a monster out there for this LBC team. Meanwhile, Healy has 4 or 5 kills, 1 ace, 2 blocks. They need Healy to get going. And it appears she's answering the call. So a front line of Bolduc, Pincaro, and Bruner. And Healy serves Ennis, passes a decent ball. They go right side, and they're going to call bad hands on Dickerson. So back-to-back errors by LBC. A reception error and a ball handling error. And Dynamo is right where they need to be, down 1. Kincaid tries to push it over. Overpass, stuck by Healy. Counter coming. Bulldogs going to have to keep it in play. Does. Ennis with the dig. Going to be just set over. Healy keeps it alive. Bulldogs going to be in a joust. Somehow wins it on the floor. Free ball coming. Healy has it. Control it. Pincaro gets a real rip and scores off the dig attempt. Great shot by Pincaro. Monster swing. Dickerson couldn't handle it. Biggest kill of the day for Dynamo in this match. A couple of great defensive plays by Healy as well. Decent pass. They're going to run middle. Kincaid gets stopped. Going to be a free ball to Dynamo. Bruner takes it. They go outside the ball duck. And that ball is in off the block. The block holds true. Line judge had it in all the way. No argument from Dynamo. But Healy gets the job done. They're within striking distance, down 1. Need a side out here. Good pass from Healy. They go right side to Pincaro. Roll. Need a bang there. Counter coming. And the kill is off the block by Davis. Sala back to serve. 21-19. Crucial point there. Let's see if they can get another one. Healy fights it off. They're going to go high ball to Baldock. Kept alive. And now Ennis is going to get a rip. Dug by Healy. It's going to be tight at the net. Joust. Ennis is going to get another rip at it. Block holds. Kept alive. LVC scrappy as can be. Now they got Dynamo as a free ball. Got a roll here. Big dig. And a net violation on Ennis. Boy, did Dynamo need that. 21-20. Schneider has the ball. She's going to serve. It looks like they're, well, no, Ennis is going to get in the serve receive. I wasn't sure if they're going to hide her. They're going to go right at her. Overpass. And somehow it's off the block of Petroselli. I think originally the ball was on the net. Petroselli second-guessed herself. And then they were able to push it off her block with the third contact. 22-20. Healy passes a dime, but it's going to be a replay. Great pass by Healy. I think if you're Bologna, I would go to Pincaro here on the right side and have her bang the ball. Really got to hit it hard. Actually go wherever Ennis isn't. Oh, and you got a missed serve by Kincaid. Substitution as Pincaro leaves and Montgomery enters the fray. I like serving position 4 here. Hold the middle and make Ennis play it. That's where they're going to go. Great choice. Barletta fights it off, though. Ennis is going to get a decent rip. And she scores and destroys everything. Thanks, boss. Yeah, I got you. I'm going to have to figure it out. There we go. I got it. All right. Good news, folks. The camera still works. I'm still here and no one's hurt. So everything has been accomplished. Oh, my goodness. All right, we got everything back on. Great swing from Ennis. It's 23-21. Davis back to serve. Dynamo's got to have it. Schneider, decent pass to go outside, and they're going to go bad hands on Ballone. Match and championship point for LVC. For the match, Davis to serve. Schneider, perfect pass. They go middle to Petroselli, and she gets the kill. Huge kill from Petroselli to give Dynamo life. Baldock back to serve. Pushing 2 to move to extra frame. Solomon is in as the setter. Ennis, Jaworski, probably Ennis. She gets the ball, takes a rip. Big dig for Montgomery coming back over to LVC. Goes back to Ennis again. And Ennis uses the block of Petroselli to get the win. LVC has won the 17s AAU New England Fun at the Sun Championship. So LVC gets it done in 2 sets. Well, gets it done in 2 sets. Dynamo played some very good ball, pushed LVC, but in the end, it was too much by Ennis. Really, she just was the difference between the 2 teams. So I got some final in 2 sets. Reagan Ennis had 12 kills, 3 aces, 4 blocks. Kincaid, the middle, Sabrina Kincaid had 5. Landversect had 4. 3 aces for Ennis as well, and probably felt like more than that even. But again, this Dynamo team out of New Hampshire has really nothing to be ashamed of. They did a real nice job. Baldock had 4. Healy had like 5 or 6. Pincaro had 3. Those are kills I'm talking. 2 blocks for Healy. Definitely had about 2 or 3 aces. And Petroselli had 3 or 4 blocks. They have treated themselves well. Really too much Ennis. And LVC was able to win the 17 Open Championship in 3. In 2. All right, so we're going to step away. 17s is done. We're going to look for the 18s after this match. Going to have to figure out where the 18s are playing. They might be playing next after this match. I'll have to see what's going on. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in to LVC Dynamo 17's Open Championship match. I am Coach Reslow. Enjoyed being here, enjoyed calling it. A lot of good volleyball to be seen. And both teams played very, very well. But your 17-1's Open Championship go to LVC, team out of New York. And if I had to pick an MVP, it would be Miss Ennis, who was outstanding in the match. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We have the 18s final coming up soon, probably in the next 30 minutes, as I believe we have a match ahead of us. But looking forward to everyone tuning in for that one, and we'll talk soon. Stay well, everyone. And again, LVC, your 17-1 Open Final champion. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Court 13 here at Mohegan Sun. Coach Reslow here from Resv Systems, broadcasting with AAU New England for their Fun in the Sun event. We have the 18 final here today, featuring USNE and Mill City. Mill City, a crew out of New Hampshire, and USNE, which is actually USA New York, because quite frankly, that's what I got. I just quickly looked at the page and saw USNE. It's USA New York. And this New York team will facing this Mill City team for the 18 final. Again, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend. Coach Reslow here from Resv Systems. We're here at Mohegan Sun with AAU New England for the girls' final regional from AAU New England. We have ourselves a good one here with USA New York and Mill City going at it for the 18 championship. So my name is Scott Reslow, former head men's volleyball coach at Johnson Wales University. I was there for 12 years. I also have worked for NCSA as a volleyball expert, and I've done a lot of broadcasting. I broadcast oftentimes for Wentworth Institute of Technology for the men's volleyball program, and I do NFHS for boys and girls high school volleyball as well. So this should be a good one. Trying to figure out the names and everybody. That'll be my number one thing to do. We got, see here for USA New York, we got Rachel Williams. We have Lauren Osula. We got the libero as Ryan Oden. We have the setter at Caranda Ruggiero. Molly Newton seems to be a middle, and then the right side, I can't see her name. And I'll be learning names and numbers as we go forward, but we're off the first serve. Here we go. Tough pass. Ruggerio's going to go out to the back row attack. Dug by number one, Amaya Parnell. And the kill from Gabrielle Pineda starts USA New York off. For Mill City, we have Chloe Abuto in the middle. Actually, right now, number 81, Molly Newton to serve for USA New York. They're up 1-0. Going to test the one zone. Decent pass. They go to the middle. And Abuto is going to get her first kill out of the middle. So Parnell is setting for Mill City. Madeline Lewis and Samantha Drend are also joining Buto in the front row. Good pass. Ruggiero goes outside. And Osula with the kill. Run tempo to the pin. Osula used the block. Got the point. Back to serve is Corleanne Rogers for USA New York. Let's see where she goes. She's going to test the 0 and get an ace. The libero for Mill City, Alyssa Stanton, had to lunge forward to try to pick that ball up. Unfortunately for her, the ball dropped like a stone and hit the floor for an ace. This time Stanton has it. They run the right side, tip over the block and out of bounds as Lewis tried to challenge and tip around Osula's block to no avail. Decent pass. They go outside. The roll shot down the line scores from Drend. Oden made a bid on it to her right, slid in, tried to make contact, but unfortunately could not. And a point to Mill City as we continue on this final. And USA New York up 4-2 with a 2-point advantage. Good serve. Rogero goes outside. The big rip by number 18. Williams goes out of bounds on the cross court. Buto back to serve. Tough pass. It's going to be a high ball. No, free ball to Mill City. Let's see what they do with it. Oh, no, it doesn't clear tape. Point to Mill City. Buto serves wide. Tried to test Corleanne Rogers. Rogers smartly let it go. As we get a serve from Ursula. Dig from Rogers. They go back to Ursula in the pipe, and she misses wide out of bounds. Point to Mill City. In comes some substitutions. For Mill City, Catherine Crane comes in, as well as number 3, Sophia Jordan. Looks like a standard 6'2" might be coming here for Mill City. As Jordan finds the net, point to USA New York. I like USNE. I think that's kind of fun, but that's probably not what it's supposed to be at all. Rachel Williams to serve. Decent pass from the Valero. They go outside. Dug by the back row player. Now Williams going to take another rip and miss long. Ursula had the dig. And then they went to Williams, and Williams tried to really paint the corner, but could not do so. No. Miss serve. Point to USA New York, and now Ruggiero, the setter, is going to toe the line. She's going to test the libero straight at 6. Decent pass. They go outside. Tip over the block is Doug. Counter coming. Another tip back. So the rally continues. Right side. Big rip finds the seam and gets through. Block was set by Sharkey. And I believe that was Newton. And the kill by Crane as she got through the block. Williams with the pass. Ruggiero goes to the middle to Solio. And that dig isn't good enough. Mill City sent 2 blockers on the pipe ball. Maybe needed 3. I like getting 3 up there. Because Asula really made a nice smart shot to 5 to get the job done. Decent pass. They go outside. And number 2, Grace Sorensen, uses the block for the kill. So we're tied at 8. Initially felt like New York was going to be able to push through and get a nice early lead. Mill City has battled back. Parnell, the setter, to serve from Mill City. Going to test Williams. Ruggiero is going to get it back to Williams in the pipe. Buto says no. Now a free ball coming to Mill City. Let's see what they do with it. They're in the 31 to Buto, who tries to push it, but Newton denies the play. Molly Newton read it the whole way. Took the 31, and the fact that there wasn't a strong swing attempt by Buto because the set was a little high. Tough serve by Newton. They go right side, and Sorensen gets blocked by Williams. The block of Williams and Usulo Made sure that wasn't going anywhere. And New York has a 2-point advantage over Mill City early in set one. This is the 18 championship game. Newton misses long. Sorensen back to serve for the New Hampshire team. Well, not New Hampshire, I think they're Newton. And we have a hitting error by Pineda. Ball wasn't in a good spot for Pineda. I think she felt like she wanted to go cross court and then changed her mind and tried to poke it down the line. Tough pass, going to be a free ball. No, it's going to be an error. Oden put a little bit too much on that serve, and now we're past equalization. And Mill City has a 1-point lead. Oden fights off another one. It's going to be a high ball, free ball to Mill City. Sorensen plays it tough, and it's going to be an over call on the block. Too aggressive by Williams. She has to wait till that ball hits the plane of the net before she can go after it. Gotta allow the setter to set the ball. Sorensen continues her service run. Good pass by Newton. They go outside. Solo had a real good rip, kept alive. Mill City's freeing it over. New York's going to get another attempt. Solo's going to go back, takes another rip, and misses wide out of bounds down the line. New York's running a fast tempo offense. Ruggiero is getting it out there quick. 13-10 Mill City. Solid pass from Oden. They run a high ball in the middle. Williams goes right around Abuto for the kill. Isn't that something? Really quick to the pins, then high 2 balls in the middle. Different style of volleyball, certainly, but effective there. In comes Rogers, serve specialist in D-Spec. Gonna test the libero. She's up to it. They run right side, tip over the block, and kill for Lewis. Madeline Lewis, lefty. Is able to tip through and get the kill. Stanton will come off. She's had a good passing run. And into serves Abuto. If she doesn't find the tape. Nadine Abdat has come in to play middle. Stanton back on. Soyo, mean serve. Sorensen fights it off. They go right side. Rip down the line, and again, Lewis gets the kill. This time with a strong swing down the line. Mill City will do the double sub. Out comes Lewis. In comes Jordan. And Drend as well. Tough overpass for Arcella. Kept alive. Going to be a free ball. I think that's 4. Oh, maybe not. Play continues. Arcella gets another rip out of the back row. I love that they sent 3 there, but Stanton has to be crashing. Nice off-speed shot by Asula. Williams back to serve. It's 15-13. Mill City's ad. Williams is going to test the libero. Stanton gets confused on that one. Going to lead to a free ball roll. Kept alive by Rogers. They go right side to Williams, who goes cross court. Gets dug by Jordan. Then a trouble ball, as that ball is not 3 off, 3 in, where I like to have it, and a hitting error. Not much Sorensen could do with that. Williams' second serve. They go cross court again. Decent pass. They run the 31. Abdak gets dug. High ball coming. No free ball coming. Go to the Sorensen out of the back row, and she mishits and goes wide. So timeout Mill City, as it's got to be close to even. Actually, it might be 16-15. Oh, 15 all. Who knows? It could be anything right now. We don't know. We don't know what it could be. I'm going to go 16-15 Mill City, or 16-15 New York. All right. We got it right now. 16-15 New York. Timeout Mill City. It's their first time out. They get 2 every set. Both teams retake the floor. Rachel Williams will serve. Stanton, the libero for Mill City, has been doing a pretty decent job, but the last 2 serve receives have not been great. This one soars by her right shoulder as Williams tried to test her but went long. Samantha Drend back to serve. Solo with a real nice pass to go right side to Rachel Williams, dug by Stanton. Now just a free ball over by Mill City. Williams corrals it. Ruggiero tries to run middle to Newton. Newton pops it over. Sorensen takes a rip, dug by Ursula. Now we're going to Williams on the right side, and that's going to win. Shot by Williams, cutting across court. What was really nice about the play is that her shoulders were facing down the line, and she just snapped it across court, and it was too spicy for the defenders to take. Ruggiero back to serve. 17-16. Gonna test Stanton. Stanton again up to it. They go outside. Sorensen tries to rip. The block holds. Now they're gonna go right side. Play continues. Stanton's gonna go high ball. Dug by Williams. Free ball to Mill City. Kept alive. Outside to Sorensen again. Tips. Dug by Ursula. Now they go to Williams out of the pipe. She gets dug. This rally's great. A lot of good stuff happening. And finally, the block of Newton and Pineda finishes the job. Long rally, block finishes. And now we have a question with the officials. One official's coming off the stand. Never a good sign when an official comes off the stand. It might just be a spill. We can live with that. It's 18-16 USA, New York. Mill City down 2. We got a spill on the court, so the officials are taking care of that at the moment. Both teams have been playing some good volleyball, and really the attacking from Rachel Williams out of the back row has been the difference thus far. A couple nice swings past the 10-foot line. All right. Excuse me. It looks like they have the spill cleaned up and we can get back to play. New York has the ball. Ruggiero back to serve. They have a 2-point advantage. See where she goes. Again, testing Stanton. Stanton up to it again. Running a good play. We got a net violation on Newton. Definitely a net on Newton as they ran the middle to Abdat. Abdat ends up getting the kill. Mill City still down 1 within striking distance. No one has a real advantage here in set 1 of this championship match. Williamson, tough pass, going to be an ace. Williams was backpedaling as she was trying to make that bid off Stanton's serve and just made a tough contact. So Stanton goes at her again. She does. Better pass from Williams. They go to the outside by Orsello, and Orsola gets the kill. Osuela, I got to get that right, Lauren. I apologize. Osuela gets it right. Well, I get it finally right, but she gets the kill. Great kill from the Bick area, the back row. Mill City sent 2 blocks. Didn't matter. Outside attempt from Sorensen down the line, and that is good. It was definitely touched anyway. Ball was clearly touched, so it shouldn't matter if it's in or out. The official just signaled for New York, but it really shouldn't be. The ball was clearly touched off the hands of one of the defenders. I would say Ruggiero. That's how it's going to be, side out, and New York continues to serve. Not side out, point for New York, and they continue to serve. Tough pass, going high ball to Sorensen. She cuts it, great dig. Now Williams is going to roll it over. Dug by Sorensen. Now we go back to her. Nope, they're going to go right side, tip over, and Pineda can't control it. Mill City with the kill. Real nice dig by Odin there to keep the ball alive. So 19-20, down 1. Mill City continues to be right in the thick of it. Parnell, the setter, to serve. She's going to test Asuela. Decent pass. Asuela's going to get it back and rip down the line and hit wide. Asuela's got plenty of heat, just missing by inches. Tied at 20. Parnell again, going to go Asuela again and misses wide herself. 21-20 with Newton back to serve, I believe. So Pineda, Williams, and Asuela on the front line. Newton takes a rip and gets an ace. Ball was snapped right in position 4 and 5, 5-6, I guess, now I think about it. And nobody made a bid on it. Timeout, Mill City. They're pushing 2. Quickly, the statistic uptake here. Asuela's got 4 kills, 1 block. Williams has 2, feels more like 4. And then for Mill City, Lewis has 3 and Sorensen has 3. And that's where it's coming from. Both teams retake the floor, 22-20. New York would love to get 1 more here. As Newton rips. That ball drops like a stone as well. Free ball coming to Mill City. That ball may be outplayed anyway by Odin. They go outside. But the block by Abutu holds. Huge block by Abutu. Some question whether Newton's serve hit the floor or not. I think it was up, but it was very close. Now Sorensen with a serve overpass. And Dren gets the kill on the overpass. It was almost as if Dren was surprised it was coming that direction. Didn't really get to snap it, but just pushed it to 1 where nobody was. Timeout, New York. Tied at 22 in a barn burner. 18's Open Championship. Mill City and USA New York. Mill City breaks huddle first. It's a huge block by Abutu that shortened the gap where it felt like New York was going to take off after Newton's ace. Could have easily been back-to-back aces, but a lunging Stanton kept the ball in play. Now Sorensen to serve, tied at 22. Oden fights it off. Good pass. They go middle to Williams. Abutu slows it down. Dig by Parnell. Counter coming. Oden with the dig from the outside. Now as well is going to get ripped, and Abutu gets the block. What a great block by Abutu, flashing in. I don't think Oswela saw her. 23-22 Mill City. Timeout, New York again. Shot by Lewis was dug by Oden. And they got a good swing by Oswela, but Abutu came out of left field and just got her hands there enough for the block point. 23-22 Mill City. Okay, I believe both teams are out of timeouts. Both have used 2, I think. So here we go. No more timeouts. We roll. Sorensen gets an ace. Went right on the right between. Well, it was between Newton and Oden, but Newton's on serve receive. She's hitting it, so it's a 2-person serve receive. Incredibly hard. Sorensen gets an ace. And that ball barely out of bounds. Mill City threatened to win the set right there. They still can side out for the 3. Rogers comes in, one side out, and Mill City has set 1 in the books. Big block needed, or a big dig needed by New York. They go right side to Lewis. Lewis cuts it and finds the floor, and the winner. Set 1 goes to Mill City, 25-23. Unexpected to say the least, as it felt like everything was in New York's favor, especially entering the 20s. Newton had a very mean ace and then followed up what could have been one, but that really desperation pass changed the momentum, and Mill City grinds it out for a set 1 victory. So both teams will huddle up as we begin set 2. Mill City will be looking to finish this one off and take home the gold. Meanwhile, New York is going to try to push this to a 3rd set. Be back in a moment. So set 1 went to Mill City in surprising fashion. We're about to begin set 2. New York is going to look to try to claw their way back into this one. It shouldn't be too hard of a lift, as quite frankly, they were right in set 1 and had a chance to win it. Just a turn of the momentum. Both teams retake the floor. Looks like the same starters are going to be in there. Mill City running a standard 6-2 with a double switch. And New York runs a 5-1 with Ruggiero as the setter. Abuto with a huge block late in set 1. really helped catapult this team. This is Mill City, that is, to the first win. Coach Reslow here from Resv Systems. Hoping you're enjoying the broadcast today of AU New England. Ryan Oden will start us off at the service line. Set 2. Mill City already has set 1 under the belt. Let's see where Oden goes first. Going to be a high ball to Lewis. Lewis gets blocked. Counter coming. You go right side to Pineda. She gets stuck by Stanton. Right side to Lewis. Lewis gets blocked, but coverage is good. And now Sorensen's going to take a rip. Oswell has got it. Joust at the net, and Sorensen wins the joust. 1-0, Mill City. Sorensen toes the line. Tough pass from Williams. Pinada's just going to have to put it over, and she does. Stanton corrals it. They run back 1. Lewis tips over. Oden has it. Oswell takes a rip. Huge dig by Stanton. Counter coming. Stanton controls the overpass. Now we go right side Lewis. Lewis goes cross court. Dug by Ruggiero. Another free ball to Mill City. Oh, they run the right side, but it's going to be a free ball. And now Oswell is going to get her rip and uses the block for the kill. Great job by Oswell finding the hands of Lewis to get the side out. We're tied at 1. Newton to serve. Tough one. Kept around. Going to be a high ball attack that's dug by Oden. And then Oswell tips over. Parnell's got it. Another ball pushed over by Pineda, and that's going to be a kill for Pineda. Pineda's able to push it to 4, and everyone had sucked in to try to cover on the right side. There was nobody there. Stanton made a bid but couldn't hold. Lewis is going to get another rip. Kept alive by Oswell and pushed over. Stanton corrals. Set over. Oden keeps it, and then Abutu gets the huge block kill. It's really just an overpass kill. But it was huge as all the teams were, as New York was fighting to keep the ball up. And now as the rotation for the serving occurs, Butu will come out and Abdat will come in. Actually, no, Obutu will serve. Tough pass, Asuela gets it back. Block is kept alive for a second, but then falls. Asuela gets another kill. Rogers comes in. Stanton passes a dime. They go right side, but something gets miscommunicated. Roll over. Go outside Asuela. It tips over the block, and Lewis pushes it to the floor for the block point. So we're tied at 3 early. Jordan comes in. She'll set. Rogers with a tough pass. Asuela is going to get her own rip. Dug by Sorensen. Counter coming. And number 9, Dren gets the kill. Jordan to serve again. Goes after Rogers. Rogers fights it off. Asuela is going to get another rip. Block holds. It's going to be a deep free ball. Oden corrals to go outside. Asuela takes the rip down the line, and looks like she scored. Yep, she did. Block was set way inside. Asuela went down the line. It was deep, but I had it in. But we're going to talk to the lines people, see if we can get clarification on it. Tied at 4. Oh, no, they're changing the call. So I'm 0 for 2 on calls I thought were right. So they're going to say that ball was long by Asuela, and Jordan will continue her service run. Oden fights it off. They go outside to Williams. Williams takes the rip down the line and gets the kill. Again, block set really far inside to take away the angle. That line's open for the taking, and Williams banged it down there. New York down 1, 4-5 as Asuela takes the serve. Stanton with a great pass to go to the middle, and Abdat thumps one on the 31. Huge bang by Nadine Abdat. And the confidence in Mill City grows. Felt like they were just fighting to survive and were able to eke out one in set 1. Now here in set 2, they're doing some things. Block slows down Williams, kept alive by Abdat. It's going to be a free ball. From a high ball to Williams again, and Williams gets through Abdat. Very interesting the tempo they choose here for New York in the middle. They run everything high in the middle, but everything fast to the pins. Williams with the serve. Overpass that Newton's going to get the kill. Smart play by Newton. Just push it to the side. Position 4 where nobody's there. We're tied at 6. See where Williams goes this time. Gonna test Stanton. Stanton almost overpasses that one. Abdat came up, really flew to take a rip. The block was good, and then the coverage by Stanton really ricocheted hard into Abdat. She's okay. Unlucky situation. New York now has the 1-point advantage, 7-6. Sorensen passes a dime. She's going to get it back, take the rip, and kill right through the seam of the block. Tied at 7. The little barrel for Mill City, Stanton. Going to test Williams. That's a tough pass. Kept alive by Rogerio. Going to be a free ball. First contact looks pretty good. They go right side. Dug by Asuela. Asuela's going to get it back. Try to use the block. Stanton again. And Nabuto tries to push it into the 4, and it goes wide. Man, I like Asuela coming out of the back row. Got to have 3 blockers up on that. Crane tried to make an attempt on the right side, just couldn't do it. Sorensen fights it off. It's going to get it back and just roll over. Asuela has it. Rogerio goes to the right side. Pineda misses. Misses wide. Tied at 8. Parnell. Gonna test Williams. Williams, decent ball. Swale out of the back row. This time she misses. She hasn't missed often in this match. Out of the pipe. At that particular time, doesn't get the elbow where it needs to be. Point to Mill City, and Parnell will serve again. And Parnell gets an ace. Went low on Williams, the standing floater. See where Parnell goes again. Tries to get Williams and really does for Mill City. 3 points from Parnell. Hitting error, an ace, and then a kill by Lewis. It's 11-8 Mill City looking to run. Parnell's fourth service. Goes long, tried to go seam between Osweiler and Williams, but out of bounds by a good 2 feet. So USA, New York. Good serve by Ryan. Ooh, and that ball killed cross court pretty clearly. And then an ace from Sorensen. So Sorensen, the cross-court winner, and then an ace. And these little bunches of points are going to take their toll for New York. They need to side out and stop the bleeding. Great pass by Oden to go outside Osweiler, who uses the block of Lewis and Abutu. They run that tempo really fast to the pin, super fast. Really a nice job there as Newton serves, and Newton's serve doesn't clear tape. So a 4-point advantage for Mill City as they're looking to push it to 5 or 6. Abutu to serve as Abbat is in. They've actually moved Abbat to block on the outside, which is awesome. Go outside. Oh, and the block by Pineda is huge. Dren tried to go through Pineda, and Pineda said no. In comes Rogers for Pineda. New York needed that block. So again, you're in set 3. Don't want to let this one get away from you. And back-to-back service errors. Rogers and Newton. Double sub for Mill City as Jordan comes in along with Drend. And now a timeout, I believe, for New York, as they want to talk it over. It's 15-11. 4-point advantage for Mill City. For the match, Osweiler's got 7 or 8 kills. Newton has 4 blocks. Williams has 5 kills. Meanwhile, for Mill City, who's just continuing to put points on the board, mainly through their serve, Lewis has 5, Sorensen has 5, Dren's got 2, 3 blocks for Abutu. Both teams retake the floor. Jordan will serve. Rogers battles, gets a decent pass off. Osweiler's going to get a shot on the right side, and that's a gorgeous shot down the line by Osweiler. Pretty attack, down to 4, nobody there. The block was well inside. Outstanding shot. Osweiler to serve. And another missed serve. So that's 3 missed serves by New York. Newton, Rogers, and Osweiler keeps clicking the dial forward for Mill City. Dren to serve. Gonna test Osweiler. Tough touch. Gonna be sort of a free ball roll. Stanton has it. Counter coming. Sorensen's gonna tip over the block. Kept alive. Going to Williams on the right. Doug. Sorensen, this time he's going to take a full rip and get the kill cross court. Sharkey made the initial dig that allowed for the counter, but Williams couldn't get a good swing on the ball, which allowed Sorensen another chance. And the cross-court winner is true, 17-12 Mill City. Overpass, Sorensen tried to use the block, but Ruggiero said no. So Ruggiero, maybe with a match-saving block, as this was starting to get out of control for New York. Williams to serve. Good play by Stanton, just to keep it around. Dig by Asuela, but it's not going to be playable. Sorensen with another kill. Stanton to serve. 18-13. Asuela, decent pass. They go back to her in the middle. She takes a rip. The triple block tries to slow it down, but they can't continue. They can't make the play over. But you can see Mill City is now just committed to having a triple block on Asuela in the pipe. Have to. She hits the ball very, very well. Ruggiero back to serve. Down 4. Got to win this one to move to a third set. Great dig by Williams. Asuela out of the back row, but Abutu read it and got the block. Huge block by Abutu as the ball was set to the right side of the pipe ball for Asuela. And Abutu said no. 19-14. Parnell to serve for Mill City. Timeout, New York. Abutu made a similar play in set 1 where it looked like things were going to start going New York's way, and then the huge block from out of nowhere. Abutu getting it done. Statistically, we haven't moved the bar too much, though Asuela now has 8 kills. Williams still with 4. Sorensen 7. Lewis 5. As both teams come back onto the playing surface. Parnell to serve with a front line of Lewis, Sorensen, and Abutu, probably their top front line. Tough pass. They're going to go outside to Pineda. And that ball is not playable. Drend really didn't get a good first touch on that ball as Pineda able to score on the left. (15 serving 19 as Odin toes the line. Probably want to go in position 1, I would think. Oh, well, pushes instead. Stanton to 6 because whoever was in 1 bailed, and that's an ace for Odin. I don't know if there's a ball on the court or something. I think that's what Mill City's complaining about, but I didn't see an issue with it. 16-19, Odin to serve again. Stanton passes a Pearl. They go right side. Sorensen uses Newton's block to get the kill. Sorensen has been the hammer for Mill City. Mill City, 4-point advantage, 5 points away from winning the 18 championship here at Mohegan Sun. Odin, tough first pass. They got to go to Asuela. Abutu all over it. And Pineda was unsure how to play it. Abutu has been huge in the blocking world here. Anytime New York feels like they might be getting going, Abutu closes the door. She's got 5 blocks. And that serve is an ace as Williams could only shoulder it. And now they're going to go 2-person serve receive with Asuela and Odin. Very challenging. And another ace, back-to-back aces from Sorensen, and it feels like New York is starting to deflate. Need a pass. Sorensen, Asuelo with passes a dime. They go middle, and Newton gets the kill. Huge pass from Asuelo, and now they need Newton to really serve nails to get back in it. First serve, Stanton passes a Pearl. They go right side. And the block holds, though, with Williams and Asuelo. Kind of the wrong choice, I think, from Parnell. Let's go into Asuelo's side with Williams. I mean, New York, this is their best lineup, front line, at least in this match. Asuelo, Williams, and Pineda. Sorensen fights off a tough serve. And they go to Abutu one-on-one, and Abutu wins over Williams. Match point, championship point for Mill City. Abutu to serve, at-bat in. Oden fights it off. Williams going to get a rip, dug by Sorensen, but it's overpassed, and Williams is going to get the kill. I apologize, Asuelo on the swing. So they fight off first match point. In comes Rogers. Got to have a big block and a couple of big digs here, I would suspect. Mill City looking to put the finishing touch on this one. But Rogers is going to toe the line and go for it. Sorensen, decent pass. They go right side to Lewis. Dug by Rogers. Counter coming. Asuelo tips over the block. Kept alive by Parnell. Outside Asuelo again. That ball's tight. Set over. And Parnell gets the championship on a set over to win it. Mill City is your 18 champs here at Mohegan Sun. A lot of good play we saw today in this one. Really, Asuelo had a real nice match. But you got to hand it to Mill City and really Sorensen. Sorensen led the way, led the team in kills. Butu was the other big factor. Many blocks. I got the statistics now in front of me. So Asuelo had 8 kills, 3 digs, 2 blocks. Had more than 3, but that's fine. 5 kills for Williams. And then Pineda had 3. And then really for Sorensen, probably had 9 kills, 4 aces, 5 huge blocks for Abutu. But Mill City is going to be your 18 Open champion here at Mohegan Sun. The AAU New England at the Fun in the Sun at the Sun. So my name is Coach Reslow. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend and your Memorial Day holiday. Thank you all who have served and have given the ultimate sacrifice. I mean, it really means the world to all of us. But yeah, been fun to be here at AAU New England, the Mohegan Sun Tournament. It's been a blast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay well, everybody. And looking forward to seeing you all soon. Make sure you check out the Reslow Systems website where we do volleyball content, do events, and do all sorts of things, learn about the game. So, all right, everyone. Stay well. Scott Reslow leaving. Take care. Bye.